Hi, welcome to the quiz. You can answer along on quizalto.com, all for free. The exact URL of this quiz will be in the notes down below. Let's get started. Good luck. What kind of monitoring does AWS App Runner provide? Built-in metrics and logs. Third-party monitoring only. Manual monitoring only. No monitoring. AWS App Runner provides built-in metrics and logs to help you monitor the performance and health of your applications. What type of applications is AWS App Runner not suitable for? Containerized applications. APIs. High-performance computing. Web applications. AWS App Runner is not designed for high-performance computing applications, which require specialized infrastructure and performance tuning. What happens to AWS App Runner application logs? They must be managed manually. They are sent to Amazon CloudWatch. They are stored in Amazon S3. They are discarded after processing. AWS App Runner application logs are sent to Amazon CloudWatch, where they can be monitored and analyzed. What is the pricing model of AWS App Runner based on? Flat monthly fee. Number of users. Compute and requests. Data stored. AWS App Runner pricing is based on the compute resources used and the number of requests made to the application. Can AWS App Runner handle HTTPS traffic? No, it only handles HTTP traffic. Yes, but requires manual configuration. No, you need an external load balancer for HTTPS. Yes, with built-in SSL termination. AWS App Runner can handle HTTPS traffic with built-in SSL termination, ensuring secure communication. Which language runtimes does AWS App Runner support? Only Java. Only Node.js. Only Python. Multiple languages including Python, Node.js, and Java. AWS App Runner supports multiple language runtimes, including popular ones like Python, Node.js, and Java, allowing developers to deploy applications in their preferred languages. How do you deploy a container image with AWS App Runner? By deploying an ISO image. By uploading a zip file. By specifying the container registry URL. By uploading an OVA file. AWS App Runner allows you to deploy a container image by specifying the URL of the container registry where the image is stored. Which AWS identity and access management feature is essential for AWS App Runner security? IAM policy conditions. IAM user groups. IAM roles for resource access. IAM access keys. IAM roles are essential for AWS App Runner as they allow the service to securely access other AWS resources on behalf of the application. What source code repository services can AWS App Runner pull from? Amazon S3, Google Cloud Storage, Microsoft Azure Repos, Bitbucket, Google Drive, Dropbox, AWS Code Commit, GitHub. AWS App Runner supports pulling source code directly from AWS Code Commit and GitHub repositories for application deployment. What kind of networking configuration does AWS App Runner provide? Custom DNS configurations. VPC integration for network isolation. Manual IP address assignment. Physical network access. AWS App Runner provides VPC integration, allowing for network isolation and secure communication within a defined VPC. Which of the following is not a feature of AWS App Runner? Automatic scaling. Managing virtual machine instances. SSL termination. Load balancing. AWS App Runner does not manage virtual machine instances, it focuses on running containerized applications with automatic scaling and load balancing. How does AWS App Runner scale applications? Through scheduled tasks. Manually by the user. By using external load balancers. Automatically based on incoming traffic. AWS App Runner automatically scales applications up and down based on incoming traffic, ensuring that they can handle varying loads efficiently. How can you scale down an application in AWS App Runner? By reducing the number of requests. By terminating instances manually. By deleting some application endpoints. Scaling is automatic based on traffic. AWS App Runner automatically scales down the application based on the reduction in incoming traffic. Which deployment model is not supported by AWS App Runner? Container image deployment. On-premises deployment. Source code deployment. Automated CI/CD deployment. AWS App Runner does not support on-premises deployment, it is a fully managed cloud service for running containerized applications. What configuration file format does AWS App Runner use for deployments? Dockerfile. Terraform HCL. Packer JSON. App Runner YAML. AWS App Runner uses a configuration file in YAML format to define deployment settings and parameters. Which AWS service can directly integrate with AWS App Runner for CI/CD pipelines? AWS Code Pipeline. Amazon S3. AWS Lambda. Amazon RDS. AWS Code Pipeline can be used to set up continuous integration and continuous delivery pipelines that integrate directly with AWS App Runner for automated deployments. What does AWS App Runner use to route traffic to the running application instances? Built-in load balancer. Elastic load balancer. API gateway. Route 53. AWS App Runner uses a built-in load balancer to route incoming traffic to the running application instances, ensuring even distribution of requests. How are application updates handled in AWS App Runner? Only one instance can be updated at a time. Updates are not supported. Updates require manual restarts. Rolling updates with zero downtime. AWS App Runner handles application updates using rolling updates, which ensures zero downtime and continuous availability. What kind of storage options are available for AWS App Runner? Ephemeral storage, distributed file storage, network-attached storage, persistent block storage. AWS App Runner primarily provides ephemeral storage, which is temporary and tied to the life cycle of the application instances. Which type of applications can you deploy with AWS App Runner? Database applications, desktop applications, mobile applications, web applications and APIs. AWS App Runner is designed for deploying and running web applications and APIs. How do you specify environment variables in AWS App Runner? Through AWS CloudFormation. In the Docker file. Directly in the application code. In the service configuration file. Environment variables are specified in the AWS App Runner service configuration file, allowing dynamic configuration of application settings. How does AWS App Runner ensure secure communication for applications? Third-party encryption tools. No built-in encryption. Automatic SSL/TLS encryption. Manual SSL/TLS certificate installation. AWS App Runner ensures secure communication by automatically handling SSL/TLS encryption for all applications. What is a key benefit of using AWS App Runner? Full control over hardware configurations. No need to manage infrastructure. Supports only monolithic applications. Free usage for unlimited traffic. AWS App Runner abstracts away the infrastructure management, allowing developers to focus on their code rather than on the underlying infrastructure. Which feature of AWS App Runner helps ensure high availability? Third-party redundancy services. Automatic load balancing and scaling. Scheduled downtime windows. Manual configuration of multiple regions. AWS App Runner's automatic load balancing and scaling features help ensure high availability by distributing traffic and handling varying loads. Which service helps you monitor AWS App Runner applications? AWS Config. Amazon GuardDuty. AWS CloudTrail. Amazon CloudWatch. Amazon CloudWatch helps you monitor AWS App Runner applications by providing metrics and logs for performance and health monitoring. And that's a wrap. Thanks to everyone who participated. Remember, you can answer along on quizalto.com, where you can keep track of your progress and find much more quizzes. We hope you had a fun and challenging time. Until next time. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel for more. Hit the bell icon to be notified as soon as we upload. Please leave a comment if you have any thoughts or suggestions, and, if you think this video is worth sharing with someone who could benefit from it, please forward a link to them. See you next time. Thanks for watching.